At 50, I was 20 pounds heavier. I was frustrated. I was tired of starting over every Monday. But here's what I realized. I wasn't eating bad food. I don't like to call food bad. I was just eating calorie-dense things without realizing it. For example, creamy coffees, sweetened drinks, cooking oils, they added up. So I made 10 simple swaps, no restrictions, just easier versions of what I was already eating. At 52, I've kept those 20 pounds off for 2 years now. Today, I'm breaking down the 10 things I stopped eating and what I eat instead. These aren't complicated. They're really easy swaps. They're just calorie shifts that actually work. I'm sharing what worked for my body. Everyone's different. Before making major changes, consult with a doctor or a nutritionist. Hi, I'm Lisette, and if you're new here, I help women rebrand and glow up through fashion, mindset, and lifestyle. If this is your vibe, hit that subscribe button. Here's what most people do. They pick one thing to change and see if it works. But I did something different. I made all these 10 swaps at the same time because I was looking to be in a calorie deficit. And that's what worked for me. Because when small swaps stack together, you're cutting around 5 to 1,000 calories a day without ever feeling like you're on a diet. So let's count down the 10 things I stopped eating. Number 10, this one's super easy, sugary coffee. And I mean all of it. The creamers, the sweetened lattes, the frappuccinos, all of it, gone. If you're drinking a Starbucks Frappuccino or a sweetened caramel latte every day, you're consuming 300 to 500 calories before you even had breakfast. That's huge. I switched to black coffee with almond milk and a couple drops of stevia. I'm trying to eliminate the stevia, but it's been hard for me, but I'm still working on that. So that's it. At first, it was rough. I didn't love it, but within a week or two, my taste buds adjusted and I actually started preferring it. What changed? No mid-morning crash, no sugar spike, more consistent energy, and I cut about 250 calories from my daily routine without feeling like I was restricting anything. Very easy swap. Takes time to get used to it, but easy. Number 9 is rice. Not because rice is bad. I like to eat rice. But here's the thing. I didn't cut carbs. I swapped the rice for cauliflower rice. Why? Because I can eat more. A half a cup of rice is 120 calories. 3 cups of cauliflower, it's 120 calories. So I have a big appetite. I like volume. Half a cup of rice isn't going to fill me up. 3 cups of cauliflower will. I eat more food and consume fewer calories. That's why I love swapping the rice for cauliflower rice. I still eat carbs. I still eat rice occasionally, but my baseline swap got me eating bigger portions for fewer calories. That's a win, especially when you're someone like me that has a big appetite. Number 8, I swapped potatoes for squashes. Butternut squash, acorn squash, spaghetti squash, all the squashes. Same logic here as the rice. Squashes give you volume for fewer calories. They're still filling. They're still satisfying, but the calorie load is a lot lower. This is an easy swap, in my opinion, that doesn't feel like a diet. It just feels like a different side dish. Number 7, cooking oils. This is a sneaky one. I switched to olive oil spray instead of pouring oil into the pan. 1 tablespoon of olive oil is 120 calories. 1 spray of olive oil is about 10 calories. If you're cooking at home most days, this adds up fast. So I went from using 2 to 3 tablespoons of oil for just a few sprays. Your food will still taste good. Your vegetables will still roast. You're just using way less oil. Easy swap, big calorie difference. I still use olive oil on my salads, but I don't use it to cook. Olive oil, avocado oil, whatever. I don't use them to cook anymore. Number 6, store-bought dressing and sauces. These are loaded with sugar and calories. A standard serving of a salad dressing can be over 200 calories, and that adds up really fast. So I started making my own. Olive oil, a little bit of vinegar, sometimes mustard or lemon, Salt, pepper, that's it. You get the flavor without the hidden calories and no sugar. Number 5, alcohol. I'm over 2 years sober today. I'm not saying everyone needs to quit drinking, but if you're trying to lose weight, alcohol is calories with zero nutrition. A glass of wine is between 120 and 150 calories. A beer, the same, 150 to 200 calories. Cocktails, between 2 to over 400 calories, depends what you mix it with. For me, cutting alcohol was huge, not just for the calories, but for the clarity, for the better sleep, better recovery, better results. If you're not ready to cut it completely, cutting back makes a real difference. Number 4, eating out. Here's the thing. I ate out a lot, multiple times a week. And even when I was ordering something healthy, a salad, grilled chicken with a veggie dish, restaurants load everything with butter and oil to make it taste good. You can't see it, but it's definitely there. A restaurant salad with dressing can easily be 1,000 calories. Grilled chicken soaking in butter, that veggie side cooked in oil. So I swapped eating multiple times a week just to once a week. And I started cooking at home more. It takes the same amount of time as going out, and I control everything. Portions, quality, ingredients, calories. I control it all. This was one of the biggest calorie cuts I made, and it had a ripple effect on everything else. My energy, my digestion, my results. You start cooking at home, you realize how much hidden calories were in every restaurant meal. Number 3, milk chocolate. I swapped it to dark chocolate. I have a piece of chocolate every day. I love chocolate. But milk chocolate is loaded with sugar. Dark chocolate is not. A square of dark chocolate satisfies my sweet tooth with way fewer calories and sugar and way more actual chocolate flavor. Plus, dark chocolate has real benefits. Antioxidants, better for your heart, and that's one thing I did not want to give up was my chocolate, so I made this swap. And I have a piece of chocolate every single day. And now I eat dark chocolate, guilt-free. It's a real upgrade. Number 2, regular yogurt. Swap to Greek yogurt. But, and this is important, plain Greek yogurt, not flavored. Here's why. Flavored Greek yogurt still has added sugars. That defeats the purpose. You have to get plain Greek yogurt. One serving of regular yogurt might be between 50 to 20 grams of protein and 20 to 25 grams of sugar. One serving of plain Greek yogurt is 20 to 25 grams of protein, 5 grams of sugar. But here's what I do. I take the plain Greek yogurt and I add my own toppings. Fresh berries. And if I want it a little sweeter, I do a drizzle of organic honey. And that way I get to control the sugar and I'm not surprised by the hidden sweeteners. Same food, completely different nutritional profile. Easy swap. Greek yogurt keeps me fuller longer. And when I'm adding my own honey and fruit, I know exactly what I'm eating. This is an easy swap that actually improved my nutrition. And number 1, desserts and sweets. But I didn't cut them completely. I swapped them. Instead of cake, cookies, and ice cream, all high sugar and low protein, I might go for a yasso bar, frozen Greek yogurt bars, or maybe a little cottage cheese with a little bit of protein powder mixed in to taste like a dessert. I still get that sweet, creamy satisfaction, but I'm getting protein instead of empty calories. Yes, I do sometimes still eat dessert, but this is 80% of the time, this is what I'm doing. 20% of the time, I will have that dessert. This is the swap that made me realize I didn't need to white knuckle my way through dieting. I just needed to find better versions of what I wanted. So whatever you love to eat, I'm sure you could find a substitute or recreate it in a healthier way. Here's what's important. I cut all these 10 things. Why? Because small changes add up. A calorie here, a calorie there, and suddenly you've cut 500 calories from your day without feeling restricted or deprived. These aren't about eating less. They were about eating smarter. I'm actually eating more, bigger portions of low calorie foods, better quality versions of what I was already eating. And the results were real. 20 pounds in about 16 months. I know that was slow, but it is what it is. I've kept it off for 2 years, but here's the bigger lesson. I didn't cut anything extreme. I didn't go keto. I didn't do a cleanse. I didn't starve myself. I just made swaps that made sense. If you're looking to lose weight after 50, this is the framework. Pick the swaps that matter to you. Start with the ones that feel the easiest, then add more. And before you know it, you'll be cutting a good amount of calories and your calorie deficit will feel much easier. So drop a comment and tell me which one of these 10 swaps are you going to make first? Or which one do you think would make the biggest difference for you? Drop it in the comments. Let's talk about it. You know I read every single comment. And I want to ask you a favor. If you found this helpful, hit the like button, the subscribe, and share this with someone in your life who's ready to make a change. Remember, you're not too old and it is not too late. I will see you in the next video.